Hey, what's good? What it is, everybody? Majin Khan here. And this is a little video that I've always wanted to discuss. This is just like a little fun hypothetical video that I've always wanted to talk about. And this is what would happen if Aquaman met Godzilla. Now, first, let me acknowledge and let you know that I am completely aware that these two characters exist in two different universes and that unless there's a crossover, it may never happen. But this is just a hypothetical, fun scenario debate that I've always wanted to kind of throw out there and just, really talk about it because I thought it'd be interesting for a discussion. Now, what would happen if Aquaman were to cross path with Godzilla? Now, first off, let's take a look at their place and their homes. They both live on Earth. So that kind of narrows it down as far as worlds. They both reside in the ocean, so that really narrows it down. And it narrows like their likelihood of seeing each other as well. So being that they both live in the ocean, there's a big chance, and Aquaman pretty much runs the ocean, there's a big chance that he would see Godzilla. And because Godzilla is so big, I wouldn't see why he wouldn't. Now, with Aquaman having the ability to communicate with all marine life, and with that being said, I think the better title for this video should really be, can Aquaman be able to tame Godzilla as if he were marine life such as fish, sharks, whales, dolphins, etc.? Now, I think that's a tricky question because, Aquaman, he can control all marine life, but at the same time, with Godzilla being so powerful and so huge in size, and he also possesses a level of intelligence himself, is Godzilla even vulnerable to such a power of being controlled or manipulated by someone else such as Aquaman? I think the answer to that question would probably be yes, because in Godzilla comics and movies, we've actually seen Godzilla be mind controlled by aliens and other humanoid creatures before. So there is a big chance that Aquaman can use his telepathy ability on Godzilla to bend him to his will. I don't think Godzilla would expect it or see it coming either, because he probably wouldn't think that Aquaman would be a superpower being or a god of himself. He would probably just think he's another human just swimming around in the ocean. Because, let's be real, Godzilla really doesn't have any quarrel with human life. He really doesn't care for humans. He just kind of just passes them up. If they die, they die. If they don't, they don't. He really doesn't have any beef with humans unless they provoke to attack him himself. And this also kind of raises a question, well, is Godzilla even considered marine life? Now, of course, yes, he is a kaiju, but, he does live in the ocean, except, he doesn't need the ocean to survive. It's radiation. He doesn't really need to breathe in water to survive as if he's, like a fish or something. He can survive on land. He just chooses to live in the ocean because that's where he needs to go in order to get the radiation for his healing. I think this would be an interesting thing if they ever were to cross paths. I don't think they would have any good reason to go head to head against each other, simply due to the fact that Aquaman, he's not really a villain, and he is the king of Atlantis. He'll do anything to protect his turf. He's also a superhero. Godzilla, he's more considered a force of nature. He's not really a hero or a villain. He's just considered a force of nature. And Aquaman's biggest power is using nature on his side. He can control water, he can control the ocean, and he can use the life in the ocean to his own advantage. So I can definitely see Aquaman using Godzilla to fend off threats and fight alongside him before they would fight each other, really. Now, to me, that's a hell of a team up. I really think that there should be a crossover Godzilla and Aquaman comic, if anything. I think that would be a hell of a crossover. That would be a really cool thing to see. It'd be overpowered as hell, but I think that would be a hell of a crossover to see Aquaman and Godzilla team up in a comic book series. But what do you guys think about this debate right here? Do you guys think that Aquaman would be able to tame Godzilla if they were to ever cross paths? Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate y'all for checking out the video. And until then, I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace out.